Hey, hope you're having a good day wherever you are and however you have located us as we're starting a new chapter today in the book of Exodus, but it's continuing this same theme and thought process that's been happening throughout looking at this section of Exodus, which is dealing with the plagues. And so once again, Moses is going to go warn Pharaoh in the first part of this chapter. Let's just look at the first 4 verses here. It says, "Go back to Pharaoh, the Lord commanded Moses. Tell him, this is what the Lord, the God of the Hebrews says, let my people go so they can worship me. If you continue to hold them and refuse to let them go, the hand of the Lord will strike all your livestock, your horses, donkeys, camels, cattle, sheep, and goats with a deadly plague. But the Lord will again make a distinction between the livestock of the Israelites and that of the Egyptians. Not a single one of Israel's animals would die." So he's showing mercy to Pharaoh here, right? There's multiple of these different plagues that he sends Moses and Aaron to go and talk to him, right? You go, tell him what's going to happen, tell him what's coming, because it gives him a chance to relent, to let the people go. It gives him a chance to repent. It's right there in front of him. But time after time, he rejects this. So look at what he says here, what Moses says as he's instructed by God to say. He says, "Let my people go." That's an important phrase because Pharaoh would have considered the Israelites his people, his property, right? They were slaves. They were property of the Pharaoh. But for God, he looks at them and says, they are my people. And you will let them go so they can worship me. So at the end of the day, what God was doing here in speaking to this, it was showing that this isn't even really about the Israelites at this moment. This is between Pharaoh and God. This is between a man that thinks he is in control and thinks he's running the show, and a God that knows he's running the show. So when you see these two things mixed together, it's startling. But we oftentimes do this in our own lives. We may not be as brazen or as bold as Pharaoh, but we want to maintain control. It's my life. It's my things. I have this. This is what I want. And Pharaoh was just in a position that he expressed this on a massive scale where we express it so many times on just the small scale of our lives. So remember, when God says it is His, it is His. And He pronounces this plague that's coming on all the livestock. And it's going to hit Egypt hard. And we'll look at that tomorrow.